It was 15 years, wasn't it, from when you left the club?
Oh, I don't know. It was a long time ago, that's for sure.
It's hard to believe, isn't it? Well, what's it like to be back?
Oh, it's been brilliant, to be fair, seeing some old faces, that was here when I was first here, and being back around for friends and family, and it just feels like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders, really. So I'm really enjoying it.
So was it partly a kind of personal decision for some of those reasons as well as a footballing one?
Yeah, of course. I've been away from my family now for about 18 months. So I obviously got a young family as well who are growing very quickly. So, I was missing out on a lot of things. And of course, that played a massive part in my decision as well for me coming back.
And your moving back has coincided with the Wales team enjoying great success as well. Did that have anything to do with your decision to move back to Cardiff?
No, I think obviously for me to come back now, I think it was a lot of factors, but obviously the family was one of the big ones, and for me as well, I always wanted to come back to Cardiff one day, and there was no better timing for me to do that, really, where I still feel like I can perform and produce good, performances and things like that, and to try and help Cardiff now to get back to where they were. Really, nobody here wants to have a season like they did last year, so I feel like I'm still, physically capable of trying to help my teammates as much as I can.
Yeah, it was a tough season last year. I mean, they obviously stayed up, but it was pretty tight. So obviously you want to make a decent start this season, don't you?
Yeah, of course. We've got a bit of a tough start, but I think the business that the club have done this window has been really positive. It's been difficult. Obviously, they're still under an embargo and things like that. So they've got some very, decent players and players who are more than capable of, hurting opposition and things like that. So, I'm pretty optimistic. The manager's come in and stamped his authority pretty early on, and got that balance spot on so far. So hopefully now we can show what we've been working on against Leeds away.
And you've had a few fitness issues along the way. Aaron, you feeling fit at the moment?
Yeah, obviously I've been here now for a few weeks and had a good trip to Portugal and things, and been back and got some good minutes in at the weekend. So fit and ready to go.
Good stuff. I'm sure you keep an eye on some of your former clubs, including Arsenal. And I just wonder if there's any frustration in the fact that there wasn't the money to spend when you were there, even though you were part of a successful team. But they're pretty free spending at the moment. They're building some squad, aren't they?
To be fair, yeah, they had an unbelievable season last year. To see them take City that far, and for them to get Champions League football back at the Emirates again is massive for them. And obviously, it's been quite a difficult period as well for the fans and things like that. So for them to have them, Tuesday, Wednesdays back at the Emirates will be fantastic. So, with the acquisitions as well that they made this summer, hopefully again they can go one step further now and take City, that one step further. It's going to be tough, of course. You're up against one of the best teams that there's ever been in the Premier League. So, but definitely, I think Arteta and the staff there have done a fantastic job in getting Arsenal competing again.
You had a great FA Cup record for Arsenal. Are you looking forward to playing in the FA Cup again with Cardiff?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's very special competition for me, and I think when I first broke through at Cardiff as well, we got to the final of the FA Cup against Portsmouth. So hopefully we can have a similar run to that again. That'd be nice.
And Wales in the Euros, it's been a pretty tough qualifying so far, but there's still a chance, isn't there?
Yeah, of course, there's still a chance. I mean, obviously we started well in the first two games, but then the last two games, then we come a little bit unstuck. And but now it's about how we respond to this and just take one game at a time. We have Latvia away, which ain't going to be easy, but hopefully we can go there and get some points back on the board, and then hopefully just take one game at a time and to try and get into them last couple of games with a chance where we can we can get them back to the Cardiff Stadium and hopefully try and get through. We did it a few years back against Hungary where we had to take it to the last game and we beat them. So hopefully we can do something similar. But under no illusion it's going to be difficult.
We've got your first game this weekend on talkSPORT 2 on Sunday, and as you said, tough start. What a start though, going to Leeds. I mean, that's you won't really see the joy of going from Premier League to Championship when you got games like that coming up.
I know there's obviously is a great start. Obviously, the history between the two fans and the clubs and things like that. So to go there and to start the campaign. I'm really looking forward to that. But there's some massive teams in this league this year, and I'm sure there'll be some cracking games along the way. So I'm really excited to be involved in it.
Nice one. We're struggling a little bit with the line, Aaron. So good to talk to you.
Aaron.
Have a great season. Thanks very much for joining us.
Cheers.
Take
Cheers,
care,
guys. Thank you.
That's Aaron Ramsey there. And Leeds Cardiff is live and exclusive on talkSPORT 2. We are your home of the EFL throughout the season. That's this Sunday at 2:30. We'll kick off the new season with Sheffield Wednesday versus Southampton Friday night at 8 p.m.
Magic's all coming back. And that's one of the good things about the Test cricket, actually. There was no football on. Well, there was the World Cup on, obviously, but there was no league football on while it was on to sort of get in the way and dilute it.
And often there
bit.
is during an Ashes series. Obviously, everything's been pushed along for the 100 that gets underway today. But
obviously, we're on YouTube as well, Paul. And people can watch us on YouTube. I was just looking at Aaron Ramsey on the Zoom call there. Right. And I thought, he's at a golf course. And I thought, no, Aaron Ramsey, that might be his back garden.
It could be. It could be.
Paul Hawksbee and Andy Jacobs, Monday to Friday afternoons 1 till 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.